Last but most certainly not the least, Jozeete Dione Philogene.
Good evening to all. Protocol already established. Let me first start off by thanking the Almighty God for the privilege of being here today, and to also welcome my fellow graduates and everyone else for being able to join us tonight for this momentous occasion. On behalf of the nursing graduates, I would like to give a heartfelt thank you to all the faculties of this establishment for providing an appropriate place for learning to take place. On mornings or afternoons, you couldn't pass by without a cheerful greeting from the security man, groundsman, and cleaners. Those individuals were always buoyant. My personal experience with one of the cleaners is that she always gives some great advice, whether based on life on a whole or schoolwork. The registrar, Mr. Hanno, for always keeping us informed and always embraced us when we attended her office. The VP, Mr. Dolo, who always gives a listening ear just when you need to talk or when dealing a case, a pleasant man. The IT tech, Mr. Arun, who always has a smile on his face, always available when needed, and trust me, he gets the job done. The librarians who unfailingly helped us in obtaining the correct books which aided us in our studies. Lastly, our lecturers. Without your endless support, teaching methods, and motivation, we would not be here today. You guys were always willing to help, even by providing us with your personal numbers in order that we can reach you via WhatsApp or through direct calls when information or assistance is needed. Hands down to Miss Amsel. Anytime she's needed over WhatsApp message, she consistently responded. Moving along to our immense supporters, our parents for some, guardians, or spouse. Without you, most definitely, we would not be here tonight. We could not have done this without your financial support, your love, and encouragement. You all are the real MVPs. Nursing or medical school is not an easy journey. The past 2.5 years spent here, we had to deal with going to classes and ensuring that we applied ourselves there, taking exams and make certain that we did not fail so that we had to pay an additional $250 EC to resit the exam. Pulling all-nighters by locking ourselves away in our rooms and from family members to study and do homework. Waking up before the sunrise in preparation for clinicals, whether at Victoria Hospital, Mental Wellness Center, or the Marion Home, where the shift extends from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., or the community health centers, where the shift extends from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. It was always a wonderful experience in dressing in our white and purple uniforms and acquiring all the compliments about looking sharp and lovely. When we were at those different facilities, we applied what was taught to us at schools and received assistance from different registered nurses. The various information and skills secured will stay with us for when we make it into the working world. In that time, we also had added factors to deal with, such as balancing a job and school, family problems, children, and especially sicknesses. But we overcame those factors and we are here tonight. It seems unimaginable that just 2.5 years ago, this journey began, and those people seated next to you were strangers. We have been through so much those past years. We had some ups and downs. Many of us made some close friends and learned to rely on one another when needed. Throughout this course, we have grasped so much practically and theoretically, and now it is all based on us to apply ourselves by studying and staying acquainted with everything taught in preparation for our licensure exam. Now to my juniors. I have worked with some of you in the clinical areas, and you guys are a close-knit group, which is magnificent, also very ambitious and determined. My advice to you is to keep that attitude, stay focused, and heed all what is said to you by your different lecturers. When something is taught, go home, revise, ensure that the concept is fully understood. If questions have to be done, do so. The internet is a great source of help. Never be afraid to say that you don't understand. Ask questions, especially in the clinical area, because you are there to learn. In the time spent here, it doesn't always need to be about books. You can have a little me time, but never get sidetracked from your goals. If you see your classmate needs help and you can assist them, help them out. The time you spend here, building on friendships and achieving quality education, make it a memorable one. In conclusion, I would like to congratulate my fellow graduates, and may you have a successful study grace period for the regional exams. And for the medicine students, your special exam. Also, be triumphant in all future endeavors. To the organizers of this ceremony, thank you for a prosperous event, and to everyone else, have an enjoyable remainder of the evening. I thank you.